we thought we'd investigate why another popular crime novel has been getting people talking so much this year. It is Strangers by Paul Finch. The heart-pumping, action-packed tale follows undercover police officer Lucy as she delves into the macabre world of sex work in order to find the culprit responsible for a string of murders in the Manchester area. So it's bleak, I think. It's not the lightest of topics, but and a mixture of reviews. I'm seeing some not so happy faces. Nicholas, let's start with you.
Well, I'm not a crime novel fan. I like novels that open out, so mainstream literary fiction, or the other one we read, but novels that close in.
How do you mean? What's the difference there?
Well, they're going towards some revelation of a murdered body or something.
Okay,
usually,
so yeah, in this
something
case,
like that, but,
yeah.
And they all go, and then you think, well, the author knows the answer anyway. So why am I bothering reading this? I just look at the end. It's like a crossword puzzle. I'd never do a crossword puzzle. Because someone knows the answer, don't they?
Okay, I think I know what you mean. Is it predictability?
But also, it's well, no, it's just that it's closing in. It's doing the same thing every crime novel, ultimately. It's doing,
okay, so
it's
formulaic.
procedural, and it's formulaic.
Yeah.
And I think, why am I, I might as well read anyone.
Okay, do you agree?
I don't agree.
Okay.
Only because I think crime fiction is one of the places that people can explore things about human beings that in a very particular way. I'm thinking, like, I love Ruth Rendell, and loads of her books were always very much, dealing with issues of the time, morality, right and wrong. So I think some of the stuff, even though the author knows what's happening and we're following a plot, there's also lots of other things that have been commented on in crime fiction. So I love crime fiction, but I also love literary fiction. I love both. And this book had that page-turning element that people who love crime fiction love. So
I agree, and I read quite a lot of crime fiction. And
you're a fan of crime fiction. You've said it before.
Horses for Courses. If I've just read War and Peace or The Sellout by Paul Beattie, I want a change. And this novel was a change, and I thought it was competent, and I wanted to know what happened.
And I liked the main character. I really liked. I liked
Lucy.
Yeah, I liked Lucy.
Yeah,
I enjoyed.
Now, you said it's page turner. It is 400 pages. It's a long one, and to me, it felt at points a little bit baggy, like it needed reining in a little bit.
Well, I think it was badly edited. I mean, there was right from the beginning. One woman says he was an avuncular uncle type.
Yeah, and that's the same thing,
Yeah,
right?
what does
Avuncular means
mean?
uncle-like.
It's tautological.
It's tautological.
It's all getting
But
big
then you
wordy.
think-
There's lots of big words
Then
happening.
you think, she's in character, she's writing character, but she wouldn't use a word like avuncular.
No, it's true, and maybe some of the vocabulary I felt was not. I don't believe that those characters would have said that.
No, I didn't mind. I wasn't feeling that critical when I was reading this book, and I thought it was amiable is the wrong word for dark
Something
and
bleak.
gritty crime novel, but I was, I thought it was pretty well done, and I agree about the editing. It was slightly loose, and maybe you could have taken 50 or even 100 pages out of that novel, and it wouldn't have suffered too much. But
Makes you wonder though if the fan base there has always asked for more in terms of, because he's written a really successful series which I really enjoyed.
Well, without giving anything away about this book, it seemed to be set up for a sequel very readily.
Yeah,
Some of
I was
those
thinking
characters
that.
could come back and do more.
And it would be nice to see more of her, because I agree, I do really like the main character. Interesting how many women there are in this book. Not only the lead, her boss, some kind of high-profile crime figures without giving anything away too much. Obviously the sex workers throughout the book, but there's a lot of strong female characters, even if their motives aren't maybe always good.
Does that reflect the police force?
Well, so you're talking about two police officers, aren't you? Like, as in, if you talk about the protagonist and her boss.
Yes, you're right.
But maybe you're right. I mean, what's interesting is Finch was a policeman himself.
Yeah.
He has first-hand experience of this. Whereas someone like Ian Rankin had said that, as an author, what he did was badger the police force until they let him hang out with them, basically, so that he could get all of his stuff. But does that affect it, do you think? Having first-hand experience, does it make the novel more believable?
I felt like I was in safe hands, like I was reading a book written by somebody who had been in those kind of meetings and offices and out on those cases. I felt he was competent in that.
Yes, it gives you that strength, but it doesn't give you the strength that he's a good writer. I mean, he was brought up as a policeman. I mean, he studied.
That's so harsh.
But he hasn't had so long.
Very quickly, hit or miss for you guys. Would you recommend, Chris?
Hit.
Good.
Yeah, hit.
Myth.
I suspected.